Hotep, back again, and I will start off with the word secret. Secret, we've been taught that it's something that's hidden, something that can't be found, and something that's just so, I guess you could say, sacred to the point that only a so-called select few deserve to have the secret. However, if it was only for a select few to have the secret, and it's something that's supposed to be hidden, then the so-called select few wouldn't have it, right? When you research the word secret, it means to be revealed, or something, some information that will be revealed over a certain length of time. Well, over time. Not a certain length, it's over time. It can also, for some of us, a fear of knowing the real, to know the truth. We have to understand that to withhold knowledge is an illusion. It's impossible. Everything that we could ever wish to know is available in some form for us to be able to know it. Plus, everything that we could ever know about the universe is reflected within us and is available for us to embrace it at any time. That's another reason why secret is an illusion. Okay? You can't own it. You can't sell it. No one has control over information or knowledge. The only time it appears as though someone has control over something, especially information or knowledge, is if we choose not to know and accept the knowledge ourselves. That's the only time. A secret can also be information that is withheld for the purpose of manipulation. And any of you that is paying attention to any of the posts that I've done, you all are beyond. Okay? So, we have to understand that any so-called secret is not anything that we can't embrace or know and use ourselves. It's just that we're either not choosing to use it, we're either not choosing to use it, we're choosing not to know it, we're choosing not to pay attention. We haven't made the decision to know the so-called secret. And the reason why this is at times is because a lot of people fear that the so-called secret is going to unlock so much to the point that the bull crap they've been doing will have to be ceased. And there's a lot of people out there who wish to be so set in their ways and wish to have a certain set of knowledge to the point that anything that goes outside of what they already know or what they've already projected threatens their existence. So you can say individuals like that have their own comfort zone or their sacred place. One of the reasons why civilization at this time, or society, or whatever we wish to call it, appears to be in so much turmoil is because of these so-called secrets. Now, you all are aware that not too long ago, I think it's like maybe 2 years ago or so, there was this big thing about the video and the movie The Secret that came out. And it was highly plugged on the Oprah show. And it was ironic to me that when this came out, a lot of people were like, oh, wow, that's it? That's the secret? That was never a secret. We've been so locked down by religion and other types of societal programming to the point that anything outside of that seemed like a major mystery. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that if you keep focusing on something, eventually you're going to draw yourself to that experience and draw others to you that are going to bring that experience to you, because you are guiding yourself towards those types of things. It's not no big secret. That's not far-fetched. Just pay attention to your life. And see, now they're handing it out like it's some new thing. However, you notice that since The Secret has been introduced, and you have a lot of individuals who paid for both the book and the DVDs or bought them separately, seemingly, in some aspects, their worlds haven't changed because they missed the point. The formula is stated within The Secret, however, it's not given in the way that the ancients taught it. And I will eventually do a post on manifestations in our lives to cover that more in depth. However, there's no such secret. We either choose to lead ourselves away from the truth, or we don't wish to accept it because of the responsibility of the change that has to come afterwards. Once you know, you can't renege. You cannot act as though it doesn't exist once you know. And see, that's the thing with a lot of us. And it's not to say that a lot of us who are more conscious have to start dressing in certain garbs that certain ancestors wore and all of that stuff. It's not saying that. It's just that once you know, that's it. You, whether you realize it or not, you have accepted the responsibility and everything that goes along with that once you even know. It's just like once you know you can walk, you have to accept the responsibility and the consequences that come forth, whether you subconsciously or subjectively realized that you accepted it or not. From the moment you were able to walk, or the moment when you were younger and you attempted to walk, you accepted it then. So as with anything else, once you know, that's it. There is no faking. There is none of that other bull crap that a lot of us wish to do when we learn of something. And since we are not ready or willing to change and accept it, we wish to push it back in our minds and pretend that it's not there, when in actuality, it's there. It ain't going nowhere. Once it's in the memory, that's it. Period. Okay? The next word is separation or separatism, which is an illusion. Everything that is in existence is connected in a lot of different ways. When we wish to be separate, well, let's just say, for instance, for example, those of us who feel as though that in order for us to have a better existence and a better life, we have to be separate from certain individuals. And in some sense, some will agree with that. However, in a more universal sense, there were certain mindsets and actions that caused those issues to come forth in the first place, correct? Now, if we separate ourselves from certain individuals and we don't replace those same mindsets that have been coming up through generations and generations and generations, what's going to happen? Let's say, for instance, if so-called Moorish or black people separate from the white man, however, they still have the same mindset, then what they're going to do, they're going to start hating on the lighter skinned people that are within the group. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Okay, stay tuned for my next post. Hotel.